welcome back to another VFX tutorial, and this time I'm gonna show you very quickly and briefly how to recreate that thing, which is some pretty sweet ice particles coming out of that shot. And if you're thinking, one up indie sweet, was that your idea? No, not at all. I got this from Valeria, the battle priestess, and I just watched his video and I thought like, this looks amazing, and I actually wanted to copy that. So this is basically his stuff and actually his sprites which I'm using here, but of course you can recreate that pretty quickly. Alrighty, this is One Up Indie. So if you like what you're seeing, hey, why not consider subscribing, sharing and liking. So let's go into the main setup. It is very easy. So we got in our room correctly now our particle setup thingy here, and then we're gonna reference it and well use it in the shot to spawn a few things. So first of all, it is quite easy hopefully to understand. So basically we got our shot, it's like flying in a specific direction with a specific speed, so this shouldn't be too difficult to understand. So let's give it a nice little touch so you understand. So basically, hello, it is flying in this direction. And what we want to do, we just spawn a few of, a few of those guys here. And they are flying in the opposite direction. So basically minus 180 and then somewhere, something like this. And then they basically disappear. That's the whole magic. Pretty easy stuff. So first of all, let's set up our particle. So here we go. Of course, we got our, let's go up. Particle system setup here. So particle system, create layer. So this shouldn't be anything you haven't seen in other videos of mine. And now we create this particle and give it a few properties, which are, well, a little bit different than the original ones, which I'm normally doing. So first of all, we do give it a sprite, part type, and then sprite. Here we go. Speed, yeah, okay. This is working like a charm, and well, okay, this is definitely working like a charm. And here we go, and we need to have a sprite, and for that I have 3 different ones. It's a little bit overkill, but basically they are something like this, and then they animate through all those kind of flake states. So what I'm doing now, it's just not creating one of those guys, I'm just animating through all of them, basically every time I create one particle, which is pretty cool. And of course here the other one, it's basically something like this, and well, it's a pretty neat way how to create those particles overall. So let's go in here, and therefore we have now the sprite set up. So let's say for example we are taking one, later on we're going to use all 3 of them. Then do we want to animate them? Yes, because we want to go through all the stages. So this is kind of different. Normally I just say 0, 0, 0 and be gone with this. Then stretch, that means over its lifetime it will animate through all the stages. Yes. And then do we want to well, go through one random index position? Yes. So this is definitely different. The other stuff, well, not so much. So the next thing which we want to have is an alpha. Let's go with alpha 3. Let's make this a little bit bigger. So here we go. Once again, we start with a soft, well, 25%, then we go to 1, and then we go to 0. Then the next thing which we want to have is life. Not a real one, but a life of the particle. And therefore, we're gonna make it quite short. So we're gonna go between, I don't know, what was that? 35 to 40 steps, so definitely below a second. And then almost lastly we give it a size type, size, come on, no, size. Did I spell it wrong? Yes I did. Type size, here we go, and then boom. How big do we want to have? Normally you could go with 1, but let's go with a little well, 0.5 to 1 as a size, so we get a little bit of randomness in there. Do we want to increase it or decrease it? Nope. Wiggle it? Nope. And here we go. And then the last thing is the speed. So basically we're giving it a specific speed value inside. So speed. Here we go. once again. Nah, this one, yeah, come on. And then, well, the minimum speed should be, I don't know, 0.4, because it is still kind of slow, but it tinkers pretty fast off. So basically we can go even with values above 1. And then of course we decrease it very rapidly, so 0.0, something like this. So it won't be overwhelming. For example, if you wouldn't be reducing it, it would fly a little bit too fast. And then of course, do we want to wiggle it? Nah, 0. And then anything else? Nope. We are finished with the particle. And then for example, this is the same stuff which I did for particle 3, 2 and 3, because we're gonna spawn 3 of them quite often. So here we are pretty much done with our particle setup, and then we will of course reference it into our ice shot. Quick for context. So we got our our tester, and basically we just press our mouse button and then we create the ice shot. So this is the object which we gonna create. So this is gonna be quickly. Then we give it a speed and direction and the image angle, so it's pointing in the correct direction. That's pretty much it. So no magic here. You have seen that in the other video tutorials, hopefully also. So let's kill all that here. Boom. And we just have 2 alarms. One is just ticking after 240 steps. We just say instance destroy. This is not interesting for us. And then our alarm. First of all, we want it to destroy itself, to loop, because we want to do the alarm 1. So we just say alarm set. And then because this is alarm 1, then we just say like var time, and then we go random range, I don't know, let's say between 3 and 5. These are the values which I took from Valeria. So here, thanks concerning what kind of values do we want to input, so how often we are spawning, all this stuff. This is nothing of mine, but I thought like, hey, this is so great, I wanted to share it. Alrighty, so the first thing which we want to do is, well, create a particle. So for that we have particle create, boom. And then of course we need to get rid of all that stuff. First of all, we need the particle system. So I want to show the tooltip END, which is greatly saying nothing. And then let's check out, how did we call that? Part system. Here we go. And then where do we want to have it? Well, X and Y. Later on we're going to change it a little bit. Then the part type, so the type which we just created. So ice 1. Boom. And then, well, is there anything else which we need to input? The number. We just create 1 here. Here we go. And this is pretty much it. Of course, we're going to change it a little bit because we need to give it a specific direction, because for now it is not going any direction, and if you don't have any direction but just speed, it will just go to the right, which isn't looking too good. So therefore we say like, hey, part type direction, and then we just say like, hey, what do we want to manipulate? Well, the direction of our ice particle upon spawning. So here we go. Here, and then we just say min, the min value, I don't know, let's go, what can we say? Then for that we just say like dir 1, so the direction 1 for this guy here, and then we just say random range. And then what do we say? Hey, we want to grab our direction, then go minus 180, and then plus some randomness between minus 15 to 15. So how to understand this? Well, we are flying in a specific direction with our ice shot, and then we want to spawn a particle which is going in the opposite direction, therefore minus 180, and then plus a small randomness between minus 15 to 15. And this is what we're gonna input as a min, and it's a max value, boom. And then do we want to increase it? No. Wiggle? No. And here we go. And this is how we, well, create the whole thing. And this is pretty much it. So let's check it out. As you can see, looks already pretty sweet. And now, of course, we could be finished. So if this was enough for you, goodbye. But of course, let's make it a little bit nicer. Alrighty, so for that, I want to create a little bit of, well, buff. You can call it whatever you like. Basically, what I want to do now, and this is so it's a little bit more graphic, because now we're just spawning things from the center. So basically, come on, faster. Where is that thingy here? We're just spawning it from the center, but I want to spawn it a little bit randomly here. So basically, somewhere around this one, and then of course, then it looks a little bit better. And therefore, we just say like, hey, random range. Here we go, and then between, I don't know, -3 to 3 minus, come on, and then of course you can go with higher numbers if you like, it just depends on you. And we just add that to our X and Y. Here we go. So here somewhere around the, well, the ice shard we will create. And of course we can do this for 3 icicles, because this is what I wanted to do. For that we just say that, then 2, 3, and then of course we need to apply that to the 3 kind of directions which we're having, because we are having 3 well, ice particles, and then of course we need to spawn 3 of those particles. Boom and boom, and of course particle 2 and particle 3. Let's check it out. Alrighty, so let's check it out, and as you can see, it looks much nicer, and we are spawning between 3 to 5 steps each time, 3 particles which are going kind of randomly in any direction, and I must say it looks pretty decent. I really love the effect, so therefore I wanted to have it, and now I got it. Hopefully that was of interest to you guys. Have a good one. One up indie.